There are a few different reasons he gave for why that performance came about, but significantly what he said was, I need to talk to the players about that. There were lots of things that we did wrong.
Yeah, and he said they wanted it more, which whenever you hear a manager say that, that's quite damning.
It hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, of course it does. And he says about, our way of playing. I've watched Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag. I don't know what their way of playing is. I don't know whether they play out from the back. They try to do it at times and they pass the ball to the keeper and he just lumps it up the pitch. I think, well, do they do that for effect? I know they haven't necessarily had all the back four that they would like, and if you've got, say, Martinez and Varane as your two centre-backs or whatever he wants to do, it helps you building your play up. But I don't know what the Man United way of playing is. They had so many opportunities today, Brentford. They were just better in every single department. And there's lots of talk about the manager. Will he still be here next year? I think the way that the players are playing right now and that kind of performance, they're going to decide, because they're the sort of performances that get the manager the sack, because there was a lack of effort. And if they really like this manager, if they want to play for him, they will do that. I saw so many players just walking around, strolling around and not looking like they care. And they're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. And that, for me, it shouldn't really ever happen. And there's too many of them, Dion.
It's hard to hear it as well, because as players, that's the thing that hurts. Not, oh, you should have scored, or you should have made the tackle. If you hear other pros saying, listen, you're not working hard enough, that hurts more than anything else. And
yeah, well, my frustration, Dion, comes from just from as a football fan and watching them beat Liverpool in the Cup a couple of weeks ago. I really expect them to come bouncing into this, and I was like,
and then kick on from there.
Absolutely, they've got Liverpool again next weekend. They've got Chelsea, but that performance was so tepid, and without any spark. And in the front, the front part of the pitch, Højlund, he's working on scraps all the time. Marcus Rashford is a player with so much talent, God-given talent. He's got everything. He's got an incredible physique. He can run, he can dribble, he can shoot. He got 30 goals last year. I look at a player right now, I think he's on 8 goals, 7 Premier League, one goal in the FA Cup. He just looks like he's not enjoying his football. And for me, it's like... it's quite heartbreaking because he's got so much talent. I just want to see more.
I want to see him smile. We know Marcus Rashford's possibly the best player they have in regards to natural talent, and he can do things when he wants to do things. I just want Marcus Rashford to be enjoying his football again. I don't know what's going on away from football with Marcus, but when I see him on the pitch, I don't see him smile enough, and I want to see him enjoying his football again, because if I see that, then he'll be tearing it up. And he'll be scoring goals, and he'll be scoring goals, and he'll be the best down the left-hand side in the world, which he can be.
Mind you, it was all over a below-par performance from Manchester United against Brentford this evening, and they've made it even harder for themselves to try and claw back that deficit in terms of Champions League football come next season. Obviously, that's going to be the aim for them. Even if we assume that it's going to be 5th place, that is the cut-off point for Champions League football, it's still 8 points for Manchester United to get back over the remaining 9 games. This is who Aston Villa, Tottenham and Manchester United have got in the run into the end of the season. If you look at the goal difference, we can probably take that in maybe as an extra point. If it comes down to the wire, Manchester United are unlikely to be able to claw back a +18 or +20 goal difference between now and the end of the season. And so this is going to be what decides it. They've all got difficult games in there. Can you start to even try to predict what any of these 3 teams are going to do between now and the end of the season? Or at least predict whether or not Manchester United can be 8 points better off than Tottenham, 9 points better off than Tottenham?
No, I mean, it's so difficult to predict Manchester United or to even guess how they're going to, because they're just so inconsistent. You don't know what you're going to get. So for you to say that they can finish above Tottenham and Aston Villa right now, you can't really make a case for them.
I think that's about, as it stands right now, I don't think that's too far off what it should finish. I think United have earned the right to be where they are. I think, and Spurs and Villa have been better this season. They've been better teams and played better football. United have got a long way to go to get back to where they should be and where they think they should be challenging in that top 4. And the players as well have got to look at themselves and say, listen, we've got to do better, lads, as well. We've got to play better football. We've got to create chances. Got to show more energy. There's a lot of talent at Manchester United. A lot of talent. It needs to be applied.
What would you feel if you're Rasmus Højlund right now? I don't know what his stats, how many chances he got today, but I can't really think of him any guilt. Oh, sorry, he had the one, didn't he, when you felt he maybe should have took it with his right foot. If you're a centre forward, and certainly the teams that you played in, and the teams like in the last 20 years at Manchester United, the chances they get from wide areas, he is working on scraps. He went on that run, I think he scored 7 goals in 7. I mean, that was almost a miracle when he was just scoring so many individual goals.
I'd have lost my voice like I've lost it today. I'd be shouting at everybody to cross it, and, you know, I'd have got frustrated with my teammates because I'm expecting them to create chances for me as well as me creating chances for myself, because that's what you do. I'm the centre forward. Give me a chance to score goals. Help me to score goals. And at the moment, he's working on scraps at the moment, Jay, but if you look at down the right-hand side, nothing really came from the right, nothing came from the left.
No,
through the middle, trying to play football. It didn't work going through the middle either. But then you have to give Brentford credit because of the way they set up.
Yep.
They made the game ugly. Every time they got a long throw opportunity, they put it in the box. Free kicks in the box. How can we make Manchester United uncomfortable? Put it in the box. Make them fight.